just tuned in to Bully Girl Magazine. You're at MyCity Pet Supplies. We're out here with Spitfire Kennels and
Tunes at KaKashi Kennels.
And we want to let you know how they taking over New York right now.
I'm Spitfire Kennels out of Long Island, out in Bayshore. My blood is consists of Mr. Miyagi, Little Ducks, Toad Line. But I have a couple of blood I really can't even explain right now, but I have a lot of blood in my kennel right now.
It's cooking up.
That is really cooking up.
We got Tunes over here. Tunes, what you doing over here?
Everybody call me Tunes or Dogman. Tunes the Dogman. I'm more into the training side of the thing with the dogs, you know, not so much of the breeding. I enjoy the breeding, but I'm more into the training stuff. I got some Princess Spade blood, some Corrupt blood, some Dax blood in my yard, still some old school Razor Edge blood. I love the obedience and the protection side of the training with the dogs and stuff. Not really any breed in particular. Love all dogs, but my yard does consist of mainly bullies and the pit bull bloodlines. Based out in Brooklyn, New York. Check me out, Flatbush area. Holla at me on Instagram, Tunes the Dogman.
You already know. I want to know about this dog, Bobblehead. What's up with that beast right there? Tell him a little something. Tell him where he came from, how he was bred, what it took to get him in your hands.
But
I know that wasn't an easy job.
it didn't. Honestly, it didn't take that much. It was a good friend of mine. He did a breeding with Mr. Crook, to Miyagi daughter, and you know, he came to my house to do a little training and told me he was getting rid of a dog that he had there for sale. And when he showed me the dog, I fell in love with Bobblehead at first sight. You know, I did the first breeding with him back to one of my Princess Spade female, and he produced, and he has been producing since. He has 3 litters out there, and everything is consistent. You know, I have people calling me, including yourself, asking why he didn't put out a page on his productions yet and all of that, but he's actually off of Mr. Crook, bred back to Mr. Miyagi daughter, and to me, he's one of the best I've seen up to now.
I seen him, his head structure, his body. The dog is amazing. I love the dog. Bobblehead, definitely a beast. What I want to know about Bobblehead, because it's not that easy for you to get a dog like that. I guess what was the dude thinking for using Mr. Crook on that female? Like what was he thinking about when he did that breeding?
From talking to him, he said, you know, when he first saw Mr. Crook, he was a unique dog. He just felt like putting them 2 bloods together, because Mr. Crook is actually of a kingdom. Okay. And people find when you put the Princess Spade and the Miyagi together, you get a different look. You get more structure, you get a massive head and everything, and that's what he did, and it did pay off, you know.
Oh, it definitely did.
Definitely
it definitely
because,
did.
As I said, he's short, compact, beautiful head, and he's producing.
Yeah, that's the most important part. I got one of his daughters myself. She's bad.
Yeah, and he's producing.
When I saw a little female, like, I fell in love with her. She told me, he showed it to me at a show one day, and about 3 weeks later, I came back. About almost a month later, I came back. Actually, yeah. You still had the dog, right? And then I ran into another situation where I couldn't get the dog, so I was like, hold on, give me 1 more week. And I had to go back and get that dog, man. I couldn't stop thinking about her. She's definitely a beautiful dog. And Mr. Crooks and that Prince Spade combination, right, Mr. Cook? Yeah. Prince Spade? That Prince Spade combination definitely worked to create that dog. And
I definitely took him back to my 3-time Princess Spade granddaughter, and it clicked like nothing. I'm not in this game for the money, but I could say the first time I put that litter up on Instagram, it sold out itself. I had dogs flying back to Cali, Canada, off that litter. It sold out itself.
Alright, and this dog, Bobblehead, of course, the man, he don't, how do you feed this dog?
Well, he's simple, you know. Right now I have him on raw and a little bit of the Victor, you know, which I get from you, yes. You know, so
MyCity Pet Supplies.
Introduced me to that, so that's why I feed him, and he kills his food. He's one of the dogs in my yard that once I put down food, I don't have to worry about it with him.
Yeah, that's perfect.
You know?
Hell yeah, you don't have to work with him too much.
And as for a dog with a short nozzle, I could say he's one of the dogs that handle the heat very good.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you definitely need that because, I mean, especially you got him out running in the backyard
Yeah.
and, you know, traveling to shows and stuff like that, man. These
Definitely.
dogs are going.
He has no problem with breeding. I think he does better than my Princess Spade boy when bringing him out in the heat and all those things.
Yeah, and believe it or not, that must be a trait that gets handed down because the female that I got from you, too, she's like, you know, usually them short-nosed dogs, they're snoring a lot and yeah, she's real clear, she's real smooth.
Yeah, definitely.
What other stuff? What other stuff you have coming in 2016 that you might want the people to know about?
Well, I just put his Tuxin daughter on Wednesday. You know, I was out by Carlos and a friend called me and said he has Tuxin daughter for sale. And automatically I asked him the price. He told me. I said, I'm going to the bank. I'll be straight at your house. And I saw her, fell in love with her. Picked her up one time and she's in the house right now going straight back to Bubblehead.
Oof.
I have a female outside, Princess Spade again, taking Bubblehead right back to her. So
we're expecting a lot of bobbleheads for the new year, alright?
Definitely.
Alright, Tunes. Well, what you gotta say? What you gotta say to the people, man, about as far as how you get into your training and stuff like that?
It's a passion, it's a joy. I enjoy, you know, taking a dog that doesn't have knowledge and the control that people would want it to have and just spending a few weeks with it and being able to bring it to that point where they're happy and they're comfortable and they have the control over the dog and they can bring it out in a social environment and be comfortable with themselves and trusting their dog that everything is good. I started off, you know, learning a lot with my bro Troy here, you know. I stuck with the training and I go to him for my great dogs that I have now. I don't really go outside of the camp for any dogs, you know. I like the working kind. I like dogs that have wind and don't have breathing problems so that they can work, you know. There's some bullies out there that do have that breathing problem, that do have that issue, and I try to stay away from it because of the whole working vibes that I keep up with. But I love all dogs at the end of the day. You know, it's not one dog in particular that I have a love for, you know.
Yeah. You already know that's Tunes, Spitfire Kennels. What's your kennel again?
KaKashi Kennels.
KaKashi Kennels.
Yeah.
And we here, MyCity Pet Supplies.